MapleStory, the classic MMORPG, is coming to the blockchain. In this guide, we'll show you how to mint your first character, how to earn their currency, and other in-game items tradable on the open market. I'm Freelander. Welcome to Tokenized 360. This guide is meant for speed and optimization versus experience. Some of the tips and tricks will take away from experiencing the story, but worth it if you're wanting to maximize your time played versus earning potential. I would recommend watching to the end before starting. To install the game, go to msu.io, connect your wallet, and go to MapleStory N. For most countries, you will want to make sure you're connected to a VPN before you try accessing the website. You're going to press Start Game. It's going to open the game manager. You're going to do some installs. Allow it to access your windows and wait while it downloads and installs. For minting our first character, defeat Belrog, which is actually level 65. So basically get to level 65, completing 2 special themed dungeons, which in my opinion are the way to level up anyway, and use runes 5 times. First thing to speed you up is to press the space bar repeatedly to skip through dialogue. Here is my current hotkey layout. I like the space bar for jump and putting the talk button just outside of reach of my main battle controls. I also put all the character related shortcuts together in a section on the keyboard, rearrange the keyboard early on to what makes sense to you. There is a game settings menu where you can find more optimizations. The first thing you will have to actually make a choice on is whether to skip through the story. That skips you about 10 levels, and I would highly recommend it. For characters, I would recommend the Bishop for fastest leveling. Each character has strengths and weaknesses that are particular to that class and show up at various levels and stages throughout the game. We're going to choose Mage if you want to go the line of Bishop. Have that nice XP boost. If you want to team up with somebody, one of you Bishop and one of you DPS, it could go really well for you. Don't forget to check out the Tokenized 360 Discord for the very best and up-to-date information, as well as friendly and helpful people help you on your play to earn journey. Then we're going to go to the first town here and complete some quests. You go to this guy, do like 3 or 4 quests, and then get to skip ahead to level 30. I'm going to go through a walkthrough of the dashboard real quick. It will be very beneficial. Rewards dashboard has to do with dungeons and raffles. Character, you will have a lot to do in this Maple guide. Guild party friends. Here are some medals. Once you get them, use them for benefits in the game. Quest helper here who can do the navigation will really help you out. Has arrows pointing to exactly where you need to be. Unless you're on the same map, then you kind of have to figure it out. Some tips on travel. You're going to open your guide, hit this plus button, and then select the town nearest to where you want to go, down in the bottom here. You can also go straight to the themed dungeons if requirements are met. Use XP boosts as frequently as you can. You will get plenty of XP boosts in these earlier stages. Keep an eye on these events over here. We've got early progression events and daily monster kill events that will help us get more XP boosts. The 4 themed dungeons are what I would recommend as the primary way to level from level 30 to level 60. It will get you about there. I would recommend doing the Strait of Rian last, as it is the hardest boss to beat when you're fighting this boss. just fight him straight up is my recommendation instead of trying to get clever with jumping and moving all around. I ended up taking way more damage that way than just straight staying just outside his hit zone and attacking him that way. Not much other than leveling should be done between level 30 and level 60 by questing through the themed dungeons. Once you are level 60, you'll have another chance to story skip, switch to non-themed dungeons, because you will have to grind for at least 5 runes to use. These runes can be a lot of fun. This one makes me gigantic, just good old Maple madness. The best places to grind depends on class and special abilities. Some special abilities explode taller than others, maps with height and multiple levels so that you can hit more monsters at once. Here I'm using a mage, which has teleport, so I can quickly go between levels. Some abilities target more straight in front of you, so flatter maps are better for monster devastation. Once you do grind from 60 to 65, you will be eligible to fight Belrog, the very, very hardest boss I have ever encountered, and also one of the very, very easiest bosses I have ever encountered. It is impossible to do without knowing it. When he reaches about 3/4 health, he starts casting spells. One of these spells is very, very deadly to you. It is a damage reflect that reflects all but 1 damage you're doing him back to you. You do a lot more damage than you have health. You will die almost instantaneously from your own attacks. Watch above his head for an icon. When that's on, you have 2 seconds that you do not want to do any damage whatsoever. He has a few minutes before he'll cast it again, and usually you can defeat him in that time. You do need to be in a party. It can be a party of 1. Upon defeating him, you can now mint your NFT character. You're going to go back out to the character menu and mint from this page here. You now have an NFT item that you can link and unlink depending on whether you want to play with the character or sell it on the marketplace. Mintable items can be transferred to your wallet in-game and then will be available on the marketplace as well. Earnings potential for the MapleStory Inn. The earnings of their token that monsters drop do go up with level. The drop rate is about 3 times just from level 40 to level 60. The higher up you go, the more of the token you can earn. Expect to be able to grind about 5 levels per hour. My grind up to level 65, I got about $6 worth of the token, and the character I minted is worth roughly $2 to $4. By following these simple tips, you'll be able to do it faster than I did. Don't grind for items too early. You're simply trying to get XP and get up in level. You can also buy in-game items and characters in the marketplace to, of course, speed you up immeasurably. And of course, don't annihilate yourself fighting a Belrog. Please leave me your tips and tricks down below. Thank you so much for watching, and happy mapling.